Hey everybody, did you know you can go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? It's why I set up the website. It's also so that way you can be like, man, those are neat, and you can look at art. It's why you would have a website like that, colinmullen.com. Get your art there. That's the catchphrase now. So, hey everybody. I apologize that it's this song again. I am currently taking lessons on how to play like jazz. And once I figure out well enough that I can like make a really, really boring jazz song, I will write such a song, and then I'll put it in the background, so that way there'll be other songs. I probably should have started that process sooner, but I just kind of didn't think of that as a solution to my problem until fairly recently. And yeah, I'm making progress, but still not quite there yet. And I will share it with you guys as soon as like it's competent enough that it's not offensive to listen to. Until then, please hold on and just be okay with these 2 songs that I've got on this channel. I apologize again. So let's talk about today's thing. I also want to talk about today's painting because it's inherently related. I have not really been feeling inspired to paint recently, mainly because I've kind of done some stuff. A lot of the stuff that I wanted to do, like that I had ideas for, I've done. There's a couple other ones that I want to do, but I haven't been able to figure out how to mechanically pull them off. And so I figured, you know what, let's take a break from that brain process for a minute and try something different. And so what I'm attempting here with this painting is to use a color palette I wouldn't use, which is much more muted, much more bright, or much not as dark and not as rich. It's much more like pale and muted, like I said, than a traditional Rev palette would be. And I'm also doing a self-portrait because I wouldn't normally do that. And basically my logic here is, by doing something that's so completely outside of me, outside of my wheel well, that I'll be inspired to do new things with my art. Because, you know, for example, with this piece, I've figured out that, like, oh hey, like this color palette, despite the fact that it's not my favorite, actually looks really good with my brush strokes. Like, you can actually pick them out a lot better, which makes sense. It's, if you're having like much darker colors, you won't be able to tell where the brush strokes land. So I learned something about myself, and I learned something about my style. When it comes to like self-portraits, I don't get the point. I don't know who wants it. My wife has already taken claim to this one, so outside of her, I don't know who would want this. It feels narcissistic, and it doesn't feel like something that I would want personally, but it was an interesting experiment for me to like improve my skill set on. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to get at here for today's, I don't know, discussion, is do something outside of your wheel well. Do something that's like weird for you. If you normally draw demons, draw something real mundane, like a supermarket. If you normally draw like nice pleasant fields, draw something messed up. Do something that's weird for you, and it'll force you to confront actual issues with your painting or your drawing style. A lot of the times you just get good at drawing that one thing, and that's fine. You should, because if that's what you want to draw, that's something you should get good at drawing. But like, simultaneously, you don't experiment because you already know how that works. Experimentation is one of the things that makes art really, really solid, makes it really good, and makes you a better artist in the end. So that's why I did this painting. Not because I want really a painting of myself, but because it, you know, helped me expand my horizons and do something different. And so yeah, anyway, that's my take for today. Let me know what you think. But while you're doing that down in the comments, I'm gonna be thanking all the people on Patreon. Thank you, Wafu. Thank you, Theodore Corbiere. Thank you, Spiral. Thank you, Spencer Kane. Thank you, Punkster. Thank you, Phoenixia Theoran. Thank you, Oboist Kirby. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Maliciousness. Thank you, Lost Nevada. Thank you, Kayla Hollinger. Thank you, Geizuzan. Thank you, Duxu. Thank you, Kathy Rose. Thank you, Bubba Fair. Thank you, Pep.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Adam Kearney. And thank you, Ants!
So thank you again to everyone at the $5 tier or more. It means a lot to me. I got into like a judge show because of the art that I've been doing, and the added pressure of making sure that I actually do art every week has made sure that I've actually like kept up with, you know, doing the things that make me happy in life. So thank you guys for that. I've noticed that some people have asked about, you know, the full content of these videos. If you want to go watch those, they're at the $1 tier or more once I get done rendering them, which is usually a day or two after this video goes live. Also, I've seen some people that want to see the critiques that I do at the $10 tier. If you're interested and you want your critiques seen by other people, I will do that, but you specifically have to tell me. I'm not going to force people who are, you know, still trying to learn how to do art to have their art shown to everyone in the universe. For some people, that's not cool, and I'm not going to do that unless if you request it. Anyway, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, drop me a sub. If you didn't, you know what? You have a good day anyway. I'll see you next time. Bye.